had a sandwich and I made some phone calls, let people know I'm okay. There's people back at home that worry about old dude sometimes, and so check in with them and make another pot of coffee. The stove is at quite an angle there, but no, that's okay. So basically, when you do this, you just want to make sure that the coffee doesn't boil. If you hear it starting to boil, then move it away to, where it's not getting as much heat, to where you don't hear it boiling anymore. As soon as you hear, that noise goes away, then you've got it in a place where it's still getting some heat, but it's not going to boil. If it boils, it kind of, it'll give it kind of a burnt taste, If it only happens once, if you just hear it once and you catch it quickly enough, it'll be fine. But, if you don't notice it for 2-3 minutes or something like that, then it might give it kind of a burnt taste. Sometimes it's still drinkable, but, it's not as good. So basically, you just want it to get hot, but short of the point of boiling. So it's a little bit like steeping tea, kind of similar principle, really, when you make the cowboy coffee. And I find it to be just as good as if you, used a camp percolator or something like that. And it's less trouble because you don't have to mess around with the filter basket and whatnot. It's just that you will get some of the grounds in your coffee, and you will drink a few, but to me, that's not a big deal. So for tomorrow's hiking, we're going to, I haven't decided exactly what the hike is, so I want to look at the National Geographic map, and we did 10.4 miles today, so I'm thinking tomorrow we'll do less, because the Girard Trail taught me that if I'm going to do 2 days in a row, I probably want the second day to be less than the first. I think we're going to try to get started as early as possible. Going to take the lighter pack, not taking coffee, so we've got chocolate-covered espresso beans instead. And so that's the plan. And then get back here to camp early enough that for my last night here, I can really, take her easy. Not just take it easy, take her easy. Like, that's a higher level of relaxation, and I want to have plenty of time for that, and build a fire again, and cook dinner on the fire and stuff like that, and just have a nice time at camp. And then the next day, it's heading back to Pennsylvania. So, but there's plenty more fun ahead. So looking at the map here, here's what we did today. Right, we were at this campground, and we took this trail all the way to the other end, and then back. Now the little red dots give you, mileage is indicated in red between little red dots, and it says 5.2 there. These larger red dots, I had mentioned this morning that I saw 2 of those on the map, and it said, on the legend, it says New York State, DEC trail marker. And I thought that just meant that we're only going to get 2 markers to tell us that we're on the trail. But actually, these are red, and those were little red markers that they had on the trees. But there are other trails that are marked with like little blue markers, like this one here, and some have yellow markers. And then, here's a yellow marker up here, and then maybe there's green. There are 4 different colors used, so that's what that is. So when you see a trail that doesn't have any of those markers, then that means you're not going to get any markers on the trail. And it looks like we won't get any tomorrow if we do what I'm thinking, which is go up to the Rooster Comb parking lot here off of Route 73, and then take this trail out here to Rooster Combe, which I guess is kind of a lower peak. It's hard to tell what the elevation is around here. It's somewhere around 2,500, 2,700, something like that. But it looks like there's a trail that goes to the top of Rooster Combe. Then we can come back down that, and then I'm thinking proceed south and go to the top of Hedgehog Mountain, which is 3,389 feet. And then we'll work our way back. And when we come back, we can take this other trail that goes this way. So the whole thing is 7.5 miles. We're going to be carrying a light load. We'll have the smaller pack. And it's less mileage than yesterday. So I think it's manageable. I think we can do that.